Are you looking to maximize retirement income? If so, it helps to start planning well before you're retired. Hi, I'm Mike Giordano, private wealth advisor with Williams Wealth Management. I've talked with hundreds and hundreds of people about retirement income planning. And one of the biggest places I see people overlooking, how they plan for required minimum distributions. Yes, RMDs. So in this week's Mike on the Money TV segment, we break down RMDs, what they are, and how to properly plan for them.
All right, it is Wednesday and Mike came in with a pocket full of money. It is time for Mike on the Money with Mike Giordano, financial advisor with Williams Wealth Management. Always good to see you. So today we're going to talk about RMDs when it comes to retirement income. Every dollar counts. That is why understanding RMDs, or required minimum distributions, is so important. They're not just a rule from the IRS, but a key part of your overall retirement strategy. So for people approaching retirement, what exactly are RMDs and when do they start?
Yeah, Rashad, I mean, this might be for people who are retired, but it's also for, all of us that are still working. You want to be thinking about this stuff right now. So this is,
I'm listening.
Yes, I know. But yeah, so RMDs, you hit it on the head. They're required minimum distributions. When you put money in your 401k or you put money into an IRA, the government says, hey, we're going to let you invest that money without taxing it on you just yet. But we're going to want that tax money back in retirement, and the age now is 73 where they start to claw some of that money back. And so at age 73, you start having to take a certain amount of money out of your account every year thereafter. And so the key is you can get a stiff penalty if you don't make your RMD on time, and it's pretty much once every year, so you have to make it by December 31st, the end of the year. And if you don't, then you pay 25% penalty on the money that you should have taken out. So if you were supposed to take out $10,000, you'd have to take out $2,500 extra to pay that penalty. If it was $20,000, now you're talking about a $5,000 penalty. So it can be pretty steep. Now the good news is if somehow you forgot about it and it's within 2 years of you forgetting about it, you can go and fill out a form and have that penalty reduced to 10%. So at least a little bit of comfort.
And I know someone may be watching right now wondering, are there smart ways to manage RMDs to avoid, jumping into a higher tax bracket?
Yeah, I mean, the smart way is to plan. And that's the key. The earlier you plan, the better off you're going to be. And so if you can make some small little moves early, they could end up being big moves down the line for you. What you want to think about is all of your different tax buckets, how the money's taxed. So brokerage accounts versus those traditional accounts versus any kind of Roth accounts, and making sure that you get money working into these 3 different tax buckets so that you don't run into a massive RMD problem down the line. And so that might mean investing into some Roth IRAs potentially, or Roth 401ks, or potentially doing some Roth conversions. Everybody's situation is different, but what you're trying to do is just give yourself some flexibility in terms of the tax treatment.
And the overall retirement income strategy, how do the RMDs fit right in the middle of that?
Yeah, I mean, retirement income is really the key. This is what we're trying to talk about, is how do you make it more tax efficient? So you want to think about your Social Security benefits, any kind of pension benefits. You want to think about how much money you give to charities, because there are ways to give charitable deductions without, paying taxes, and it also, helps solidify and fulfill that required minimum distribution. So there's just a lot of different pieces you want to think about. The key is you want to keep the money, not send it to Uncle Sam.
All right, Mike, thank you.
All right, thanks for watching. If you're on the path to retirement and you want actionable ideas to help you navigate the process, please subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next video.